Do you think Aces will seal the deal in this game, or any speculation?
No comment yet.
I haven't seen the first two games, so can't really tell
The first game,
how it went so far.
yeah, AcesHi went double Overlord, and and DPA went double Battle Cruiser, and they picked off one of the Overlords, and then the carrier won the game, kinda. Game 2, there was a warp trick at 5 minutes, and DPA got destroyed by Void Ray and Raven with Seeker. It was very strange. Actually,
Raven with Seekers, okay.
games 2 and 3 were both very strange.
But overall, it was at least somewhat close, I guess.
Oh yeah, game 3
It doesn't look
was.
like one team is stomping the other.
No,
I mean,
it can't be a 2-1 if games.
yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, 2 games can be a stomp. 1 game maybe just a throw or something.
No, game 1 wasn't a throw. Game 1 was a good match. Game 3 was a good match, and game 2 was just well, I mean, it was a 6-minute game, so I don't know what else to say. Considering Aces lost with the double Overlord, I can't imagine they would go that again. They won with 4 tanks, and they won with Void Ray Ravens, so I'm not really sure what to expect from them.
The Void Ray game was the one with the warp trick, or what?
Yeah, the Void Ray was the one with the warp trick.
So you didn't really see how it went to late game with the Void Ray, if that works out or not.
The Void just set up the warp trick, and that was the game.
Yeah.
I've seen their the AcesHi use of the Void Ray to set up warp ins and on-field warps, and it's pretty amazing to watch. They've really got that mastered.
That was a 6-minute game, by the way. That's when the Void went to the side. They all warped them in, ran them down.
Who was the Void Ray? Was it Crackshot or somebody else?
Yeah, I think it was Crack. They do not have a ready yet from either team, is that right?
Negative.
Mulan. Oh, I need to pull up Helveticus's.
I have it up, by the way. It says mid cloud with 2 mid rocks, side rocks. It's relatively a rock-free map, according to Helveticano.
It's the one that looks like a desert, or what? The yellow one.
Yeah.
Wait, is the yellow? No, the yellow one is the one with the 2 clouds in front of the bases, right? Man, I still don't know this after all these years.
Who comes up with these names, by the way? Port Zion, Praxis,
Port Zion, I know what
Crack was the Void Ray.
That was like the total Void Ray map in Zedo's version was new. That's the one with the tunnel.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 different tunnels, right?
Char and Port Zion, I think.
There's always 2 versions of one map.
But one tunnel is skinny and one is fat.
Yes. I think you're right.
Tunnels are the same, man. It's just a background. One time it's blue and one time it's black.
I think that's the way it was, but I think somebody has changed it to where one tunnel is long and skinny and the other is wide and shorter.
Really? I don't know. I never saw that.
Okay, we have one
realized
ready
that
from Deadpool Squad.
So anyway, I think they're just gonna do what they do all all season long. Gonna play 4, maybe 6 tanks and just try to stomp. Aces, that is.
6 tanks. Is that even possible?
I don't know, maybe
No.
they make some phantoms, so...
Yeah, 5 is the max
You
for
could...
tanks.
Is there rules about tanks or what? Like, only one Colossus or what? That's,
Yeah,
That's
one
right.
rule, right?
Yeah, that's the only rule, is only one Colossus.
So you could play 5 tanks.
You could play up
5
to 5.
tanks
If
and
you-
an Arbiter with
If you
Phantoms
consider Levy a tank.
would give you quite a lot of tanks, right?
No
I've
one's-
seen
The tanks
that
are strong.
strategy.
And you saw that last game, the tanks... So hard to push them, man. You lock them down, you feed them back. Nothing happens.
I have to imagine it's going to be... DPA is probably thinking they might have to cut the carrier. I mean, Nox probably has to go something else if they're worried about a...
So why do you guys think in that last game they did not go into Tempest, which to me would have given them a lot of push power against the Dreadnoughts? Just because of the Colossus?
It doesn't work. It works temporarily, like, let's say it works 10, maybe 15 minutes, until the other team with the tanks has farmed enough to get siege and just kill your base. Then the Tempest don't do anything.
And then I guess the Phantoms and the Hardened Shields are pretty good at soaking up Tempest.
That as well, and I mean it's just... When you go Tempest, you're getting contained, for sure. Like, you push slowly maybe, but overall you're getting out-farmed. Then the tank team just farms long enough until they get siege with like 2 or 3 range. And then they have at least the same range as the Tempest. And you just can't spawn them anymore. You spawn them, they die. To 1 siege shot or 2. And then all that money is invested into nothing and
Yeah,
then push them back.
somehow
kill
they
them.
needed to let the Raven somehow get more farm. The problem was that the Raven couldn't get Blackout because he never had the money for it. Without Blackout, they didn't have the strongest counter to the D's and the K.
Maybe the Tempest against the Siege comp could work if you have an Arbiter of your own. So you could cloak the Tempest and kind of send their range with that. But I don't know. Like in general, you're somewhat forced most of the time to go Interceptors with a carrier. Because, like, just imagine if he goes straight into Tempest and plays against the Levy and then flies around with like level 5 or level 8 Interceptors, he's not gonna farm anything.
Yeah, I think usually a carrier has to be at least 15 or 16. But I guess the question is more, once you're above level 20 Interceptors, do you at that point? I mean, he has level 20 something Interceptors. He has techs. Does he pick up something else? Like Tempest?
Right. But it only works against some compositions, I believe, to switch them into something else. Like in that last game, if he had level 20 and then switches to Tempest, then he has like 2 weapons that both don't do much, that both don't really hurt the enemy. Like the level 20 Scepters, at some point, you just handle them without any problems.
Yeah.
And same goes for the Tempest, like you have to start them up from 0, obviously, so...
So you think, Paul, I mean, do you think Nox just doesn't run carrier this game? Like, what does he play instead? Does he switch to Leviathan?
I don't know, I think it had potential to work. It didn't look that terrible. I mean, they got contained, but you don't know how the game plays out if the first ships don't die, like the... I don't know what was the 6th ship for the DPA guys.
It was battle cruisers on both sides that died.
Yeah, see, it's like, if they have a second PC, then maybe they can handle the tanks better with the second lockdown.
Yeah, it seemed like it almost should have... The trade should have helped DPA because... that was half of the deny for Aces, and it was the only ability to avoid warp tricks, but it seems like DPA just didn't have the comp or never had the position.
Can't really warp trick against what was left. The DPA side, like, you don't want to warp trick into Coloss, Destro, Levy.
I think that the one thing that determined that game was the lack of Blackout.
Yeah, that.
I mean, you already said that, but I think that was spot on.
It was just hard for the carrier, for Nox, get on anything that's actually taking real damage from the scepters. Like, yes, you can launch like a Destro, but not gonna kill him usually.
The only target really was the Arb.
Yeah.
And when you're always going for the same target, that makes it really easy for the Colossus to just lance. And that's what he did.
I don't know, I thought that game they could have had a shot with like attacks. Like in a situation where they get run down or something. And then before that you gotta upgrade like heavy charges on the Destro. Because there was only arbiter feedback, so at some point you have so much energy you can spawn charges no matter what, no matter how often you get feedback. So we upgraded them, Texas like 2 or 3 guys, and they're gonna come out of the text without pro field, without their defense up. So the charges immediately do full damage.
Yeah, you can drop like 2 or 3 charges if you
Yeah, exactly. And if you upgrade them, have them at like, I don't know, 2500, maybe 3000.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense.
We did have... Did we have it ready at some point? No, we didn't.
We have one from...
Oh yeah, we did.
Deadpool. Not from Aces.
From Deadpool 4 or 5 minutes ago now.
Make this an extended series, man, when it goes to 2-2. Would be nice.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Like you make it a best of 5, but only if it ends 3-0 or 3-1. If it goes to 2-2, then you make it a best of 7. I don't know.
Well, we're averaging a game an hour so far, so...
Yeah.
I think you would start to run into fatigue issues and real life conflicts if you started to do.
These guys don't have real lives. Come on.
Imagine 7 one-hour games.
Yeah, but I bet they would speed up this lobby time then.
Yeah, there would be a hard rule on lobby time if there was a best of 7. And I'm actually kind of surprised there wasn't a clearer rule on lobby time for a best of 5. You'd think they'd want to keep it to 15 minutes, but
yeah,
we're already at that. We're already 10 minutes past that.
This tournament was just very laid back when it came to scheduling matches.
We could have... This lobby has already lasted 4 times as long as Game 2.
Yeah, but that's somewhat normal, man. In every tournament there's rules with like 15 minutes or something lobby time, but that gets extended like every time. So, and it's not always like it's one team doing it or something. It's sometimes this team, sometimes another team. So you can't really punish anyone, and everybody takes too long, then what can you do? I mean, in the end, it's up to them. It's their time, so they are fine with it. There must be some special composition, or somebody has to take a huge dump. I don't know.
Why not both? Well, I mean, they've done very different comps every single game, so Aces is probably trying to decide.
Yeah, but Aces, I mean, I know them. They are prepared. They should have like 5, 6, 7 comps ready, like they know them and they have plans, I believe so.
I'm just gonna say, for some reason, I feel like there's gonna be a guard or something. Like that's the one.
That would be very interesting.
Was there a guard already?
I don't think they've played a guard yet in the finals. So 3 games no guard. Maybe it's
a guard is a little bit out of the meta right now.
This feels weak to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even the things that it does well are easily countered.
Yes. I also haven't seen a Frigg, I think, in this final yet so far.
Yeah, and I think Frigg is a little stronger than guard right now. So that's interesting.
Alright, we have it ready. So this should get underway.
Guards are just so super expensive, man. This 150 energy for 1 brute load.
Yeah, the late game gets...
I think they were excellent when you got that 1 extra range for free at the beginning, but now it's too much.
Just whenever I play guard in pub or in-house or whatever, you need so much energy upgrades, man. Like, in the old versions you had like, I don't know, maybe 500 energy or something, and then you maxed out your level on the brute loads. And in this version, I mostly upgrade energy, man, until I'm at 750 or something, even more sometimes. And only put a few upgrades into the level, actually. Because it's just so expensive, like, you can spawn 8 of them, each one costs 150, so...
And then there's the whole lag issue.
Yeah. But that only sets in, like, at some certain points, like after 40 minutes or something, all of a sudden from 1 second to the other it starts lagging. Similar with Swarm Command, I believe.
And we finally have the countdown. So, Jedi, since it's your first time, do you want to say the ships from the top right team when I finish the bottom left?
So after you finish, read off the top teams, ships, and upgrades.
Indeed.
I can try.
I believe in you. I believe in you, Jedi. I think you can do it. Assuming our loading screen ever actually loads.
And you want it left to right, right?
Yes. LSD. No, EliseD. I don't think that's LSD. It says double BC is just stupid. I'm not sure I agree with that. They won the first game with double BC. Alright, so we have Minsoki going charges, Delta going Nova, Red Dog with feedback, Abra with 3 armor hull, Crackshot with Plague, of course, and Dead Knight going 4-3. Jedi, what do we have from our
top? On the top we have a Singularity running a hull open, Laptop on guard, range, Lucky Devil, Andred also a hull open. Alpha coming out with Plague on Overlord. And on the very lane we have Ghost with EMP.
Alright, so we get to see Void Ray versus Guardian. So I was right that there was a Guardian this game, not from the team I was expecting it from.
And already the first interesting thing, DPA waited with the last ship spawn until they saw the enemy composition, they saw the and took a DC.
Yep.
They really need lockdown to be able to deal with double dreads at any point, really.
So it's
That's
double
really
dread
like
versus double dread.
The faster decision you have to make. Like, I think he had like 5 seconds left or something, and when he saw the enemy composition to take his ship. So, I mean,
So that's why they put the Raven on the side lane.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been at least one dread just about every game so far from, I think, both teams.
This is going to work well for DPA because that BC wins the side lane against the dread.
But they do have to also do okay in the mid. Right now they're getting pushed relatively hard in the mid. If and
True.
Avro's going to be able to cut in here. Doesn't have charges, so now a bit of a kill here.
Blue team also has really good counters to the Void Ray.
Yeah, but they gotta start pushing. Can't really fall behind against the Void Ray composition, and they got pretty hard owned in the middle in the start. Both their tanks. Actually, I believe Lucky Devil should just go home and warp in again. Because this is not working with 2 low tanks.
Yeah,
Laptop is not really focusing on any of the tanks with his Guardian.
Yeah, Laptop isn't really getting the damage where he needs the damage to be. Looks like they're all just going back. That seems like a little bit, perhaps more than they needed all to go back for. But we'll see what they come out. We have Corrosive, more missiles, 2 lasers. That doesn't make sense to me.
Laptop is a strong believer in that corrosive acid.
Good. Really good, especially in the early game.
Yep.
Oh yeah. You can really slow you down.
The movement speed decrease is almost more significant sometimes than the armor, although both matter quite a bit.
Yeah, it's way more significant. Like the armor stuff, you don't care about that pretty much, but that somebody is like 0.3 speed slower than usual, that's a huge deal.
I think an ideal target for that strategy will be the Colossus before he gets his full upgrades.
Yes, in Colossus it works good, especially with the armor reduction.
Where is Nox going?
He's going on an adventure.
He's searching for a warp trick. Because the Void Ray was missing and is still missing, but is on the other side.
Being a little bit passive here, it's
So I
reasonable.
was wondering
guys,
who
you
would
guys
play
said
the
they lost
Void
the
Ray
first
on
game like this, or the
Aces.
second one. So.
It's actually Delta 9 on Void Ray, not Crackshot.
This is probably why it took them so long, is because they decided that Crack had to be an Overlord based on the way they wanted the comp to go, which meant Delta 9 had to be Void Ray, which is not their usual Void Ray player.
I've seen him playing Void Ray in the tournament, and he's quite good at it.
Certainly 2 of the stronger Void Ray players. Good push by Aces now with the siege creep.
Nox went back for scan if you didn't catch that already.
Already a quick side blast on Aces Overlord. So how much I like that, honestly.
I think on a side lane Overlord, it's reasonable.
It's also a question
Yeah,
of
but
what you're...
he's not gonna have to look at this. Like right now, he doesn't have the energy to Blake, and that's actually doing way more damage at this point with 400 energy.
He does not have Blake extension, considering their comp. Wonder about Blake extension, but it's pushing
Yeah,
the
blue
mid is
team's
just
already
brutal.
down 400.
DPA is really struggling with just the 3 tanks in mid.
Yeah, I believe it hurt them that they took the 6th ship late. And also that they didn't have the right formation in the start. Like both tanks went into the middle, he went down to the lane after he spawned after 1 minute. And probably it would have been better to have one tank in the middle and the BC in the middle.
We have to wait for Nox to be able to afford lockdown to see if their strategy pays off. But if it takes too long, then it's a game that didn't work.
Yeah, he went more the missile route.
Oh, you're right. That is interesting.
Well, for the opening, yeah. Generally, BC. If you know you're going to be laning against Dread once you go 5 missiles.
Did he open 5 missiles?
Yeah.
No. Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Okay. As long as they're not buying more missiles as the game goes on.
Right. Right.
There's the scan to catch Minsaki's
There's a
setup.
warp trick going out bottom.
And they know it's coming. Interesting that the guard stays so far in, even though they know Minsoki is back. They're setting something up. But they need farm.
I would have liked to have seen him jump on that Obi.
Too late now, I believe. I think they shouldn't do this.
Yeah. He's keeping the Obi off.
Oh, lucky, so maybe out of position.
This is a very dynamic work trick.
I don't think that was the right decision, man.
Yeah.
On which team's part, Loco?
On the blue team, the DPA.
Singularity is 3,500, 2,500,
like
1,000,
opening.
1,000,
He's dead.
500. Singularity goes down. Lucky turns.
Yeah.
Will they get something in return? Doesn't look like
Nope.
it.
They might
get
lose
something
Lucky
in
as
return,
well
but
if they
not
keep
something that
fighting
they
for
want.
this. 2,500 on Lucky.
What's the damage
800.
on the VR? He's at 4 beam.
200, 100. And Lucky Devil goes
Yeah,
down.
that's game.
Speed.
And that, if that is game, that's the tournament.
That's it.
One warp trick to rule them all.
Yeah. You just can't do that, man. Both the tanks, they are just not ready at this point. If they make one more upgrade and have their pro field and stuff, can do that, but
That's right.
not like this, especially against the Void Ray composition with 3 tanks. Just gonna jump on somebody and have more DPS, that's it.
And AcesHi has won the 2017 Open Tournament. Let's go wish them congratulations. Oh, they are. I don't think they're on TeamSpeak. We can go say hello to DPA.
Channel
game was
switched.
Hey guys, well played matches.
Yo.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
What made you decide to go for the Guardian in the final match?
Felt like it.
Some people wanted it.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
It was Lucky's idea.
I wanted to win 3 and go for lunch, but I lost 3, so I'm still going for lunch.
Alright guys, good games.
Good
GG.
games. Laters, guys.
GG.
Channel switched.
I feel like they did it a little late.
War, are you leaving the clan? No, I'm so sad.
I know. I hate to break it to you, bud. Casting is over.
Rip.
But if we ever cast together, I would love that.
User joined your channel.
Hey, Crackshot.
Ace. Hey guys.
Good game, guys.
Ace is getting
Yeah.
on TeamSpeak.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
So group shot, cheers.
Cheers.
1 sec, let me go congratulate the other guys.
I don't want to be in the clan
User
with Black
left your
Magic,
channel.
crazy. But it was fun.
Wow. What a tournament. the semifinals all went 4 hours, and this one went. The finals, which was the best of 5, actually went 3 hours. It was.
So that was really a 2-month tournament. That is incredible.
So, Crack, you did not go Void the final match.
Nope. Let Delta go Void.
Was that why the lobby
User
took so
joined your
long?
channel.
Crack, get your ass
Hey.
fucking TeamSpeak up top. We're taking a group shot. Waiting for you.
User left your channel.
I'll be right back.
What do they mean
User
taking a
left
group
your
shot?
channel.
I don't know.
Screenshotting TeamSpeak?
I guess.
The day we won. The day we won, finally.
Yeah, they when did AcesHi come together? How many tournaments have they done? These are questions I want to be asking them, but they need to finish their whatever they're doing. Yeah, there's questions as to Nox playing BC in my chat.
I'm looking at it right now. I want to see the reaction when the warp pick comes in.
All right, let's go up.
Channel switched.
You thought we were gonna use the Guardian in the first one.
Yep. We
maybe.
sure did.
Well, even carrier against carrier would have been fine if not everybody on your team countered me.
User
Yeah.
joined your channel.
It's like swap around. Play musical chairs. Fun as shit.
User joined your channel.
Man.
Yeah, they forgot to tell me when I was playing Colo I had to be drunk to do it.
Oh, shit.
Our Colo player was missing, so Nox.
Hey, Knox.
So is this a best of 7 or is this just a best of 5?
Best of 15.
Alright, guys, for real this time. Best of 23.
All right, just 2 more games, I swear.
Well, I bet you
We got
guys
this.
don't have enough players though.
Oh man.
Ellis this time. I can't believe y'all denied him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you guys didn't field them at all.
All right, so
We field the guys that practice.
I'll tell you guys the truth. I was trying to play as if I was an illusion.
Well, you
I
succeeded.
totally thought I was in that fucking text, dude.
User left your channel.
And the text finishes, and I'm dead. I'm like, what? I was full life.
You really psyched us out on that one.
Funny timing
Oh
because
my
you died literally the second that the text ended.
Yeah, I thought it was like my
User joined your channel.
It still
didn't make any sense.
It took us a couple seconds to figure it out too. We were like, well, "Who killed him? Who fucking killed him?" And I was like, "Oh my god, that wasn't a hallucination."
It was strategic. Playing a full unit war. Even though it wasn't an illusion.
Thanks for casting, Crazy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the
User
for the
joined
wonderful
your channel.
games, and congratulations
User joined your
to
channel.
everyone for making it to the finals in the first place.
Thank you.
Yep. Big shout out to the casters and to Helveticus for trying to manage that fucking spreadsheet.
User joined your channel.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he did that.
User joined your channel.
A lot of replays.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's
So
crazy.
should we tell Danger that we lost?